All right. What's up, everybody? My people in Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, all Staten Island, my homebro Brooklyn. Back at the video. It's gonna be a very sad video. On Sunday, it was Saturday. One of my favorite fighters of all time, marvelous Marvin Hagler, died at the age of 66. Okay, obviously, 1954 to 2021, he died on the anniversary of Breonna Taylor's death. Marvin Hagler was an all-time great middleweight fighter. He fought in the 1980s, which is looked at as the golden age of boxing, the Fab Four, or the Four Kings, however you want to call them. Roberto Duran, Tommy the Hitman Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, and Marvelous Marvin Hagler. And Marvelous Marvin fought all of them. He beat Duran. He beat Tommy Hitman Hearns, which is, in some people's opinion, according to my father always says that's the greatest fight he ever seen. The fight against Tommy Hearns, that's the greatest fight he's ever seen, and the greatest round he's ever seen. You know, definitely the greatest round I've ever seen. It's on YouTube. Look up the first rounds on YouTube. Tommy Hitman Hearns won that round, but then Marvin Hagler proceeded to beat him in 3 rounds by technical knockout, and he retained the WBI, WBC, and the IBF middleweight titles, also the ring middleweight title. Marvelous Marvin Hagler was definitely a legendary fighter. He was born in Brick City, Newark, New Jersey, on May 23rd of 1954. They proceeded to move. His family moved to Brockton, Massachusetts, which I believe Rocky Marciano is from. He took up boxing as a way to help defend himself. And he became an all-time great at it. You know, he was looked at as the Mike Tyson before Mike Tyson. You know, this big bad villain. You know, baddest man on the planet. Even though he was a middleweight, that's how Marvin Hagler was looked at. And you know, he suffered his first loss. Or it wasn't really a loss. He fought a guy named Sugar Ray Seals on November 26, 1974, and it was a draw. His first loss was to a man named Bobby Watts on January 13, 1976. Then he fought another man named William Monroe, who he lost to. Then he never lost again for damn near a decade until he fought, of course, Sugar Ray Leonard. Now, that's a very disputed fight. You know, it was a split decision that went to Sugar Ray Leonard, according to Marvelous Marvin Hagler before he passed away. He said when they were hugging each other, Sugar Ray whispered in his ear, you know, "You won. You beat me." You know, Sugar Ray Leonard never came out and said that it was true. Of course, he wouldn't. But you know, hey, he fought some of the best fighters of his era. Like I said, Roberto Duran beat him in 15 rounds by unanimous decision. Beat the dog shit out of him. You know, he passed away as home in New Hampshire. Marvelous Marvin Hagler is probably the only nigga I know that lives up in the New England area. Him and Bobby Brown. You know, and of course all those players who play for the Patriots, Celtics, and the Red Sox. But that's not what this is about. Of course, this is his wife, Kay Hagler. You know, Marvelous Marvin. You know, they wouldn't refer to him by his nickname, Marvelous Marvin. But instead, he legally changed his name to that. So they have to call him. The ringside announcer have no choice but call him Marvelous Marvin Hagler. And unfortunately, he died over the weekend. Once again, on Saturday, the anniversary of Breonna Taylor's death, March 13th. He was 66 years old, and you know, a lot of people are saying he died because of the COVID vaccine. You know, he was doing perfectly fine before he took the COVID vaccine. 2 weeks later, and then some weeks later, you know, he started experiencing chest pain and heavy breathing or tough time breathing, and he died. So look, I'm not gonna get into all that. You know, You know, look, if you want to take the vaccine, that's your decision. Again, I'm not gonna dispute that. If you want to do that, it's fine. I'm not gonna get into all that. That's very touchy issue. All right, but rest in peace, rest in power, and rest in paradise. Marvelous Marvin Hagler. You are an all-time great fighter, and you will be missed, bro. See y'all.